Okay, so if you watch my best guns in Gamma video, you probably noticed that I didn't mention where to find these guns, which is actually pretty important, especially if you look for a specific weapon and want to increase your chances of getting it. I'm sure there's a way to see the loot table somewhere in the game files, or I could have just asked on the Discord or something, but I wanted to do it the old school way by blowing up 1,000 people pretty much, which is always more fun. There's a big Gamma update coming soon, but looking at the announcements, it shouldn't change my findings too much, if at all, so we should be fine. So here are the results of the weapons drop after killing around 400 people of each faction with an even balance between all the Stalker ranks. This will give you a general idea of the loot tables, but of course, it's not the word of God either, and your mileage may vary. Mileage. Mileage pronunciation.
Mileage.
Mileage, yeah, mileage. I'm not gonna talk about stashes here, because yes, you can find a lot of good weapons in stashes, but it's random. You cannot target farm a specific weapon this way. So the basic idea is pretty simple. You want a NATO weapon, go to an area where you can find a NATO faction and kill them. Or if you don't want to kill them because they're an allied faction, then just be a gremlin and wait for a fight to break out and pick up the leftovers. The better rank a stalker is, the better chance of getting a more powerful weapon you have, and generally the more time you spend in-game increasing your own rank, and the more north you go, the higher rank of stalkers you're gonna meet. On paper, it's pretty straightforward, but looking at the results I got, it's much more interesting than that, actually. At the beginning, I started just spawning people and blowing them up, just to see the loot depending on their rank, but I had some doubts after looking at the loot they had on them. Is it really the same that the regular people you meet organically in-game? It probably is, but just to be safe and be sure we do real science here, I decided to clean the whole map, 2 times over, on top of the spawn kills. So here are the results, only for the weapons I talked in my previous video, but honestly it covers most of the good stuff. And of course the spreadsheet is linked in the video description if you want all the details. So if we look at the extremes, bandits and monolith, it's kinda what I expected, but I didn't expect it to be that clear-cut. I knew that bandits gave crappy loot most of the time, but I wasn't expecting them to be absolute complete garbage. Jesus, there's absolutely nothing here. And I knew monoliths were one of the best factions to kill for good loot, but damn, look at this. The interesting part is that, let's say you want an AK-105, then yes, killing military guys will give you the best chances to get one. But most of the soldiers you will kill will drop garbage. For the same amount of kills, but with monoliths for example, you have lower chances to get your AK-105, yes, but much higher chances to drop a good weapon in general for each kill. Clear Sky and Freedom definitely have the best chances to drop all the good weapons for early game, so that's actually really good to know. Loners have a good balance of everything, but very low drop chances overall, so low tier loners are kinda useless to farm, only high rank ones are decent. And Ecologists and Mercs are very good for very specific weapons, pretty much as expected. I don't think this is super useful information for regular players just chilling in the zone, but for people trying Iron Man runs for example, where you really have to wait between risk and reward to get some gear upgrades, it really put things into perspective. I know that now I'm done killing military in Agroprom or cleaning the bandit stronghold in Dark Valley. If I play as a loner, for example, now I know that I need to get out of Cordon as soon as possible, and I can hang out in the swamps or army warehouses to hope to get a very good starting weapon, and after that, I just go to Yentar, maybe get a lucky drop with the nerds, disable the miracle machine, and move straight to Red Forest. Here you farm some monolith and pray for a very good weapon drop. Something like this. I mean, that's how I read this information in a way. Anyways, that's it for today. Cheers guys!